a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Wants to throw on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
You know, it's too bad that wasn't a bomb down the field, because if it was, that would have been a highlight that everybody would have seen. Because that goes for very minimal yardage, no one will see it unless you were here live watching, but what a great catch.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The toss to the right. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Pinned back in their own end, a third and short from the 16. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying.
Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets him to the 32.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. Fires to the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. The RPO, it's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. You would have really hoped that you would have gotten that extra yard on 3rd down, but now on 4th, and maybe you still have to go for it.
And it's interesting. 3rd and 1, you throw the football. The more physical team usually wins. Do you feel confident enough to run the football early in the game, in your own territory? Can you go get 1 yard with the running game? I'm always the guy that's going to roll the dice and go for it.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football, try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He spins that thing down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Now on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wants to go up top on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Murphy. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Oklahoma State. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man on the right. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it then.
Hunt is in the air. He's got it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Caught over the middle. It's Washington. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Flying out to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Firing to the right, complete. They get him down with this offense to set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him.
Going for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some.
Turning on the Jets. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jensen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Tight end now in motion. Going to swing it on second down. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down.
Touchdown, Cardinal! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, it's Murphy. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Notre Dame lines up quickly. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. They get to the line quickly. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. The lead now 6 here in the second. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Young. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Pulls it in. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Wyoming was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Laramie. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Cowboys Nation who will enjoy this win. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. A low line drive and not his best work. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
To the air, it's Murphy. Under fire. He's going to run it.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew.
There he goes! Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jensen. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Let's it fly. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Stanford quickly to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They go to the ground. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
That is no good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive going to the air. The quick out. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. No huddle here for the offense.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Right on target this time. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Stanford wants to push the pace.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got the back in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in balance. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
They just keep firing. He's got it on the move.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. He's looking to throw. Under fire. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's at the to 5.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Oklahoma State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, running back gets the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion